Hi. I might want. I ate on that apple. Anyway, hey, come to beer with me. This is my Granite City nightclub card. Wow. This is a chain beer club, and I'm at this one in St. Louis area. Actually, it's pretty cool. But St. Louis, Missouri area. I'm going to show you this. This is their Duke of Wellington IPA. I had this in their black and tan, and I had this in the three-headed monster. And I was, oh, wow, I was real curious what it tasted like on its own. It is only 5.2%, so I'm very curious. The traditional has no aroma hop in it. I'm not sure what this one contains, but there is a nice aroma there, and there is some nice flavor. It is interesting, as an American. Yeah. We tend to like to do everything bigger and better, and I'm one of those guys that loves those big, bad, bold, badass beers. This one's only 5.2, so I wondered what it was going to be like. I really did. And it's good. Here, let me read from their description for a second. I know I've read this already tonight, but since I'm doing this specifically, the rich color of this India Pale Ale hints at bold malt character. Used to balance the huge hoppy flavors of this classic English beer. That leads me to believe they're striving for more of an English style India Pale Ale than more of a traditional than what's currently passing for an IPA these days. It's only 5.2, like I said. They don't mention IBUs, and they don't mention specific hops. Very nice copperish color, right? Very nice. Maybe not extremely assertive, but knowing 5.2 up front, not knowing the IBUs, it is happier than I was expecting, to be honest with you. It is good, actually. The summertime India Pale Ale. Yeah, many brewing companies are coming up with their smaller version of an IPA. Lagunitas has their daytime IPA. They call it a fractional IPA. I haven't had that yet. It's not available to me at this moment. But I'm curious if it's similar to this. I think that one runs 4.9. This one is a 5.2. This one would be a great in a 6-pack bottle. A 6-pack. Losing my marbles. Well, because it's only 5.2%, most IPAs tend to go 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So this does give you those nice big hops. With a light-bodied beer, it's not going to fill you up and not going to make you go wackadoodle after 2 or 3. You can drink a few 5.2s. This is a very nice brew, very likable. Sitting here in the Granite City Brewing Company drinking a few beers. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of background noise, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do here or not. But, I'm going to give it a shot going out there anyway. And just chuckling on a couple booths over, telling bad jokes that were clearly, not funny, but he wanted the waitress to laugh. Unbelievable. They start talking politics. Oh my gosh. The idiots around here. Anyway, I'm not, I'm not going to tell you which side you feel because, like I said, I'm not going to talk political politics. It's all about beer. This is a good beer. I was curious about the hoppage. Another word I'm trying to coin. Remember, you dare first in the beer recipe? Hoppage. I was curious about the hoppage because when I had the black and tan, I had those big roasted malts up front, but I still was able to hit big hops at the end. They don't list the IBUs on their IPA, but when I saw 5.2, I expected it to be a very small IPA, or India Pale Ale. They say India Pale Ale, does not say IPA. So I am going to say India Pale Ale. Anyway, yeah, so I wasn't expecting smaller, so I am surprised how enjoyable this is, to be honest with you. We often talk about step-up IPAs. You know, if you've got that friend who just graduated from, American macros to a pale ale. This would be a nice step, actually, before you jump him up to, that massive 6.5, 65 IBU. Or that West Coast 7.5, 75, 80 IBU IPA, take him to Granite City and say, hey, try to do the Wellington. And then he's going to drink this IPA and say, okay, it's a little more than that pale, but I like it. And then, gradually take it from there. Oh, yum. This is surprisingly, wow. It is. I said earlier that all their brews were solid, but maybe, not memorable. I might have to take that back because the brown ale was solid. Maybe not memorable, but it was very drinkable, something I could order again. Everything else I've had tonight, even though I've had the mixtures, the two-headed monster, the three-headed monster, the black and tan, those are beers that are memorable to me because of the way they were blended, so I would have those again. Now, on its own, this Duke of Wellington is something. It is memorable, actually. For a very small IPA, I mean, it's got a lot going on. It's got a decent aroma. And a really beautiful hop finish. Again, step up. I mean, this is the one that you want to take that friend to and say, hey, try this. And it's also that IPA that you can drink all night long and not break your palate. It is nice. It's going to be good with some food as well, and flavorful. So I stand corrected. The beer whisperer will correct himself. Apparently, some people think it's un-American to apologize. I'm not one of those people. I think it's bold to apologize. If you make a mistake, you should say you're wrong. To know you've made a mistake and not say you're wrong is not only un-American, but it's on everything. It's unmanly. It's unworthy. You are a worthless poor excuse for a human being if you don't know how to say you're sorry. That's as political as I'm going to get. But if you don't have the balls to say you screwed up, you're an ass. And you're a waste of skin. If you screw up, say so. There you go. Hey, this is a good beer. I'm going back to this. Let's go. Big happy thoughts. I digress. I've always said I like to have these segments more or less like how you speak to someone at a pub, And that's how, it's kind of how we talk. I spent a lot of time in bars growing up as a kid. I did. My mom spent some time in bars. That's since I've been married almost 18 years now. But this is a very solid brew, man. See how we made that transition? That was seamless, wasn't it? Anyway, hey, I'm normally I go start to finish with these, but we've been talking a long time, almost 10 minutes now, so I'm going to cut her down. This time the beer was for, this is Duke of Wellington, a very solid 5.2 IPA. You can make a good IPA with less alcohol. This is a good one. Give her a try.